Project 350. Unleash the beast.
Yes, beast time now on Hook, Line and Sinker. And Hardy, I guess for people who've joined the series a little bit late, probably worth updating what we're doing with this thing.
Well, we started off wanting a flybridge cruiser game fishing boat. That's what we got because that's all we could afford. It's called the Beast, and we've since stripped the guts out of it. It had an old inboard engine which didn't really go. That's gone. Everything inside it, gone. Now we need to put a 350 horsepower Yamaha on the back of it.
Then it will go. It's time, though, to get it to the fiberglasser. Righto, David. There she is, mate.
Nick, where did you get this from?
All right, I'd like to introduce to you David Mercer from Penguin Composites. David, a lifetime spent fixing up issues like this. You've built boats in the past.
That's right, we've built boats.
And you build pods.
Pods, repaired boats.
Yep. How do you feel about this, the Beast?
The Beast is a nice little boat. And we can do some really nice work with her, Nick.
See, I guess that's the thing with a fiberglass boat. You know, it's got to be, fiberglass doesn't necessarily deteriorate or break down, or these things are going to be around for a long time.
Oh, that's right, yeah. And this boat is fair age as it is now.
Yeah, so. Well, 20 years old. Mate, tell us from sort of here where we're standing, where the big Yamaha will bolt on, what's the procedure?
Well, what we need to do first up here, Nick, is design a pod that's going to suit this and make it perform the way you would expect it to perform with an engine like that on it. Fill a few holes in, put a marlin board here, the burley bucket thing there, ladder. So, yeah, I mean, what we're talking about is essentially, I think the Yamaha 350 weighs about 360 kilos, and we're swinging that off the rear end of the boat. What potentially can that do to the handling of it? Well, it can actually, if you don't get it right, it can actually porpoise the boat. It can make the boat roll. You know, port and starboard side. But if you get the combinations right, you've got no problems at all with it. You need to remember that what we're actually building into the pod is a big bucket of buoyancy virtue at the end of the day. So it does give more buoyancy around the back of the boat. That's where the weight of the engine doesn't really bother it too much. So. All right, mate. Well, you know, it sort of starts here, but there's more inside. Okay, we better have a look then, eh, Nick? Righto, David, so this is the interior of the boat, and there are a couple of just little jobs that we would mind you to have a look at here. One of the problems with these old birdies is because they put the roof on them, they cut this big hole, and that means you can't get a whole heap of fuel in here. But by getting rid of the Mercruiser, we give ourselves a bit more capacity for fuel. Any chance you could do us a fuel tank? No, we can make a glass fuel tank to suit that area. Yeah, and glass is a good vessel for fuel? No problems at all. There's pretty good materials these days, so... Righto, and just along here, there's this area here which doesn't look that well finished. Any ideas? What we'll do, we'll put a nice bulkhead through the back there. And we'll have a couple of cupboards so you can actually access batteries, bilge pump, all that, and all your hydraulics and everything, and your wiring, that's all going to be out of the road, looking pretty tidy. So that's how you want to. I think this could be good. I think we've got ourselves a bit of a... You're starting to share the dream, David. A bit of a project. The Beast, folks. Unleash the Beast, and here's a look at what's coming up on the show next week.